300819, request for consideration of the Finance Committee's recommendations of changes to the 2019-2020 Mayor's proposed budgets and adoption of resolutions appropriating funds and amounts for the following funds. Quickly, I'm going to read the 16. General is 1, grants is 2, 7 cents gas tax is 4, 4 cents and 5 cents gas tax is Fund 5. Number 5 is Board of Ed Trust Fund, which is Fund 6. Number 6 is Debt Service, which is Fund 11. Capital Projects Fund, which is Fund 12, Environmental Escrow, which is Fund 13, Insurance, which is Fund 14, E911, which is Fund 15, Corrections Jail is Fund 21, Corrections Court is Fund 22, Court Specialist Fund 24, Inspection Technology is Fund 25, GLW 16, Construction is Fund 26, and Judicial Administrative is Fund 28. Is there any comments you would like to make, Mr. Jones, before we vote on this?
Yes, sir. I'd first like to thank the mayor for presenting a good budget. A lot of work was put into putting the budget together. I want to thank Mr. Higginbotham, Mrs. Smith, Mr. Wright, who's not here tonight, but did a lot of work, and Mr. Thames for your service on the Finance Committee. We called 7 meetings, and some of them were very lengthy, going back to September 3rd. We went over revenue, general fund, capital, employee funding, organizational changes, the other funds, finalizing, and we finalized tonight in the last 15 minutes before council. So a lot of time and effort went into this. I want to thank Melody Salter and Robert Burgett for all the work that was done in preparing and helping us work through the budget. Just a couple of quick highlights, and anyone on finance can add to this. It just seems like yesterday that the mayor presented this, but it was October the 26th, and we began our hearings on the 3rd, as I mentioned. The mayor's budget had an increase of 4% for the health insurance that was to be paid by the city, and unfortunately, the actual increase came in at 4.9%, but we're fairly close. So we approved that increase. That increase came at the cost of $96,819. The Finance Committee approved a 2.5% COLA for full-time employees. That cost was $514,000. The mayor and the Finance Committee both approved all the merit raises, and that cost was $225,000. It's not going to be part of this motion that we're making here for these 16 funds, but we believe that it really should be mentioned tonight that we're going to be doing the bonuses to the employees, and that's grossed up. So we're going to be recommending the same structure that we have done, and this is pending a surplus from the city, but we feel really good about the surplus coming in. So that funding is to not exceed $370,000. That's going to be the recommendation, and this fund comes in. I mean, this money will come in a bonus, around the November timeframe. And I've had just a lot of appreciation from employees for that. And we even had someone say that they appreciated us not putting them in the Jelly of the Month Club. So it's real money, grossed up. So they appreciate that. Need a little lightness here. Now, in terms of the capital fund, we spent a lot of time working through the capital fund, but we do need to highlight some things that we're proud of. I know Chief Bresnan is certainly proud of this, the purchase of a new fire engine. That's around $800,000, aren't you, Chief? Yep. So we also recommended, as part of the capital budget, the purchase of new vehicles throughout the city. That was at a little over $1.1 million. The Greenway, the construction is funded. Ms. Andrus was happy about this at $1.3 million. And then Mr. Thames has been heading up the effort on the 18th Street revitalization, and you too, Mr. Qualtney. In Ward 1 at $1.7 million for the 18th Street revitalization. As normal, we're still discussing things with AlDOT. It seems like we're always discussing things with AlDOT. So we did get an approval within the budget for the turkey foot. We're still working on the diverging diamond, so we're going to keep working on that. Also, the completion of the public safety complex that we're very committed to finishing within the 1920 budget, and then the completion of the library expansion again in FY 1920. I hope I covered everything, but really I'm very excited about this budget. Feel really good about it, and I don't know if you need to ask me about every one of them, but within our last meeting, we voted 4-0, I believe, to approve every one of these. I believe Mr. Wright was out of town. So these are all 4-0 approvals of each of the line items. Did anybody else, did I miss anything? Oh,
I
thank
thought
you.
he did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Well done.
Good.
I tried to remember everything.
Great.
Come on.
Good job.
So
So
with
are
that,
you
I'll-
inferring, Mr. Jones, that I don't need to ask you for a report on each one?
You probably don't. I mean, it's going to be 16 4-0 votes for each of these funds.
Great. So we'll start with the general fund. Is there any discussion with that? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? That is Resolution 19-144. Grants Fund, since we have the motion, if there's no further discussion, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And that is 19-145. Mr. Wolverton just joined us, Ms. Salter.
Did you vote on that one or no?
All right, 7 cents gas tax fund. We have the motion from Finance. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And that is 146. 19-146, excuse me. 4 cent and 5 cent gas tax fund. Again, we have the motion from Finance. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That is 19-147. Board of Education Trust Fund, we have the motion from Finance. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? And that is unanimous. And 19-148. Debt service report from Finance is in. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? There are none, so therefore, that is Resolution 19-149. Capital Projects Fund, report from Finance is the motion, and therefore, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And that, any opposed? There being none, that is unanimous, and that is Resolution 19-150. All right, Environmental Escrow Fund, we have the motion from Finance. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And that is 19-151. All right, the Insurance Fund, we have the motion from Finance. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That is 19-152, and that is unanimous. E911 Fund, we have the report from Finance. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And that is 19-153, and that too is unanimous. Hold on just a second. Let's see, which was the one we just did? E911, right.
It's
Okay,
Corrections Jail.
Corrections Jail Fund, we have the motion from Finance. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That is 19-154 and is unanimous. All right, Corrections, the Court Fund, we have the motion from Finance. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? And that is 19-155. Court Special Fund, we have the report from Finance. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That is 19-156. All right, Inspection Technology Fund. We have, again, the report from Finance. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And that is 19,157. The GOW 16 Fund, report from Finance is in, and the vote is all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? And that is 19,158. All right, Judicial Administrative Fund. We have the report from Finance. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And that is 19,159. And that completes, Council, 300819. Thank you very much.